Today we're taking a look at Trash Panda's first ever wide-rimmed distance driver, the Procyon. Procyon! Sick name, sounds like a war chant. I absolutely love that. We need more war chant-based names in disc golf. Procyon, actually the name of a star. Less cool than a war chant, but still pretty cool. Now I have no idea how the Procyon flies, but that's why Trash Panda sent it out to me, so we get to figure out how it flies before its official release date on September 8th. Right around the corner. Hopefully this video is out by then. So let's get to throwing. Now the Procyon has the numbers 11.5 4 glide, the rare 4 glide distance driver, -1 turn, 2 fade. So pretty unique numbers for a distance driver. I'm especially curious about that 4 glide. Are we gonna see that in our throws today? We'll find out. Starting off on a 405-foot wide open par 3. We're gonna blast them. See how it goes. Okay, holds the hyzer, pushing. We love it. Absolutely love that. That is a great flight. Didn't really flip up all that much. I think that tree is like 350-ish, 360-ish feet out there, which for a pure hyzer, I'm happy with that. Now guess what, guys? I got two Procyons. Procya, what's the plural of Procyon? Say Procyopus. We're throwing our second of our 2 Procyopus. Ooh, I put that out way to the right. And again, it's coming back. It's got some fade, like it's some strong fade. That went further. We're just to the right, so not a very direct line in the basket from there. Now, just for comparison's sake, my max distance driver of choice right now, MVP Octane, 160 grams, super flippy. The 2 Procyopus we just threw, 172 grams of pop, so basically max weight. Let's just see how this compares real quick while we're on this wide open hole. So as you can see, nice little flip up there and then comes back. See, that's why that's my max distance disc. I mean, that's pin high, 405-foot hole. So right off the bat, I can tell that Procyon, nice flight, holds the hyzer, whereas a disc like the Octane, that's gonna flip up, the big turnover, get the max distance. Procyon, I mean, it's still early. We gotta figure this out, do some more throws, but it seems like less of a flip up disc than something like the Octane. I'm doing all my approaching today and my putting with the inner core, the only Trash Panda disc I've ever thrown, which I actually really enjoy. There we go, little layup. Now just very early first impression, I feel like from those throws, plus the fact that they say this is 4 glide, that makes me think that they're trying to set expectations for this to be more of a long distance placement style disc, where it's still a distance driver, but it might be a disc that's trying to prioritize accuracy a little bit more than maximum blitzing distance. And there's definitely demand for that control style distance driver where you want good distance, but you also want to know where your disc is going. I love my Octanes. I would never speak ill of them, but they can get a little out of hand pretty quick. They're just so flippy and lightweight that sometimes you just get a crazy turnover that just never stops turning. You're definitely not gonna have that problem with Procyon. 335-foot par 3, bends way off to the right. You either need a really strong forehand, which I don't have, or a flippy disc, which this is not. At least I don't think so far. So we're just gonna put this on a lot of anhyzer and see how far we can bend it to the right. Probably is gonna wanna come back, especially since we have to throw a little bit into the air. Elevation increases near the basket. Let's see how it goes. There we go. You see it bends to the right and then it comes back. We see that fade at the end. It's got a strong fade. I mean, that, they say 2 fade, 1 turn, or -1 turn. Right now, I'd say maybe even like a -1.3. The -1 because it holds, like, if you put on the hyzer, it's gonna hold that hyzer. It's not just gonna dump out really early. So it's got a little bit of turn, but the fade is pretty strong. Curious how it'll beat in though too. And because of that strong fade out, we're left pretty far from the basket, but ain't no problem for an inner core, which I've actually kind of been thinking about maybe even bagging the inner core. I had a friend give me this inner core and it's actually sneaky flippy. I love it for turnover shots, but this is not about the inner core. Now this actually thing is a great hole for the Procyon. 525-foot par 4, but you gotta get off the tee clean. It's a hole where you want some distance, but you need control. Because if I just throw my Octane here, 50-50 chance I'm hitting one of these trees and ending up in mega jail. Do not want mega jail. So we want to get through this gap off the tee clean, still bite off some distance. Procyon sets up well. Oh, we split the Y. I mean, not what I meant to do, but I'll take that all day. And again, fades back. There we go. Worked out. Now we got maybe like a 250-ish foot upshot. Gonna have to go hyzer around this tree here in the middle. All right, I love it. Keep going. Push, push. Oh, we hit that tree. That's fine though. We got an open look, probably edge of circle. We are putting the inner core to the test today. We got a tester. Let's ring it up. Yep, yep. Oh, and she's sunk. You'll love to see it. Let's take a minute and talk plastic, because as you may know, Trash Panda, they love their recycled plastics. You guys may not know this, but my big boy job, when I'm not out here throwing frisbees, I'm an environmental scientist. So sustainability, things of that nature, right up my alley. Love that. But at the end of the day, if the plastic doesn't feel good, people aren't going to enjoy throwing the disc. So how does the plastic feel? Well, the only comparison I have is this inner core. It's the only Trash Panda disc I've ever thrown. It's in their premium plastic, and it is super flexible, which isn't inherently a bad thing, but it's definitely not my preference at all. But Trash Panda has emphasized the fact that they've been tweaking their plastic and trying to find something that's more stiff for the Procyon. And I feel like they've knocked it out of the park. This disc is way stiffer than my inner core. I'd say it's actually probably a bit stiffer than like your average Innova Star disc, but the hand feel is still very similar to something like Star or S-Line. It is not slick at all. We got the thumb drag test here, tons of resistance there. It's got good grip despite being stiff. They even got some nice swirls in the flight plate, and of course you got the tooling on the front for Run 001. You got the tooling on the back, it says Procyon. I think it is super classy that they do the tooling instead of the stamp. I love it. It's elegant. So as far as improvement goes, from old premium plastic to the new blend, crushed it. Love it. Now this is a toughie where we do want some distance. 382 foot par 3 out of bounds river in front of the basket, as well as all to the right. Because all the out of bounds accuracy is at a premium here, probably gonna try to do a little baby flex line. Love it. Love it. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna sneak across. We did. We are across. So we got Procyon on the right. We got a cat, rogue random cat on the left. Crazy hole. And this leaves us with a nice, easy little upshot. Again, with the inner core. Now let's take a second to talk about the geometry of the disc. It kind of has this wing shape where it has an angle here, another little angle here, like burp, burp. And then it flattens out on the top. The shoulder actually sits pretty tall, which kind of gives it a bit of a deeper hand feel. And that 11.5 speed rim width, from what I've read, is actually really accurate for this disc because it sits right in the middle of what is typically considered an 11 speed and a 12 speed, hence 11.5 speed. Makes sense. 265 foot par 3, got across the creek. I think I'm gonna go with the backhand, like baby flex line. Yeah, now fight out of that. Oh, I think that's gonna be parked. Yeah, come on, come on. Oh, we skipped long. That was the right idea. Maybe we try the forehand. This is probably more of a forehand friendly hole. Yeah, come on back, come on back. Oh, it looks awesome. There we go. Circle one, you'll love to see it. Definitely has some bite to it at the end of the flight. I mean, I didn't throw it super hard, 265 foot hole, but you saw, wanted to skip off there quite a bit. We got a shorty, 204 foot par 3 downhill. We're just gonna try to do a sneaky little sidearm under this tree. Overstability should help us not go too long in the basket. Ooh, I like it. Skip for us. Yeah, a little baby skip there. Ooh, kept going. All right, we are parked. So in conclusion, Procyon is a very solid disc. It would never really be my max distance driver, but I also don't think that's really what they're getting at. Just based on the marketing, the numbers, to me this really feels like a disc where they want it to be a far flying disc, but they also want it to be a disc that you can trust in a variety of conditions for those accurate shots, which makes a lot of sense considering this is their first distance driver. So they want something that can really encapsulate a pretty far range of uses. Makes sense for a first distance driver for Trash Panda. Like I said earlier, plastic, it's great. It's a little scuffed up here and there. You know, I didn't throw it a ton and we do got some dings in it, but It's to be expected. If you guys are fans of Trash Panda, let me know down below in the comments. And if I should try any of their other discs, let me know that as well. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate if you consider liking and subscribing. We are so close to 3,000 subscribers, which would be freaking awesome. You can also follow me on UDisc community at Flying Fajita or Instagram at Flying Fajita Disc Golf. As always, I love you guys. Take care. See you next time.